your leader in sports coverage in Madison County. It's Sports Night from the Richmond Register Sports Department.
Find out the latest Madison County sports information from Richmond Register sports editor Nathan Hutchison, coming up next. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Adams Buick GMC. Sid says sell 'em. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber. And KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media. Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements.
Welcome into Madison County Sports Night Live for Tuesday, January the 3rd. Hope you're having a good night. And once again, I'm wearing shorts in January, so it's a good day right there to begin with. But we had another busy day around the county, 7 games to tell you about. 3 of which were here in Madison County, and I was able to finagle my way around to see a little bit of all 3 of those. So it was a good day when I can get out and about and get to all the action. But we're going to start off here in Richmond. Madison Central boys basketball team taking the court for the first time since starting point guard senior Hagen Harrison stepped away from the team. And so the Indians were a little shorthanded. And of course, this kind of happened to them last year, where they had a short bench and they had to use a rotation of about 5 or 6 guys. And so they're kind of used to this, kind of going back to the old ways. I mean, Hagen Harrison didn't play with them last year. He was ineligible. So, but the Indians made some adjustments. And in the first game without Hagen Harrison, picked up a 74-43 win over Dunbar, up 35-18 at the half, and just continued to pull away. 56.5% shooting for the Indians, just 6 of 20 from three-point range, but 16 of 22 from the free throw line. Jalen Davis, 27 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Robbie Todd, 16 points and 13 rebounds. Jaden West, 10 points, 6 rebounds. Keith Stewart, 8 points off the bench. And Eli Steele, 5 points. Parker Mullins, 4 points. But a very solid, very efficient performance from the Indians as they look to kind of remake themselves kind of in the middle of the season here. But like I said, they did this last year without Hagen Harrison, and they certainly can do it again as well. But some other stats here. Central out-rebounded Dunbar 35-26. It was just 8 turnovers for Madison Central, 12 for Dunbar. Central played a lot of zone. Dunbar just kept shooting threes, and they just kept missing them. 7 of 24 from the three-point line. So that, especially early, they missed a whole bunch early, which allowed Madison Central to get out to a nice big lead. But after the game, had a chance to talk to Coach Alan Feldhaus about the win over Dunbar. Madison Central High School, where the Indians have picked up a 74-43 win over Dunbar. Coach Alan Feldhaus Jr. Coach, you had to make some a lineup change tonight, but your kids have been through this before. Change is nothing new around here. Yeah, you guys adapt and you overcome and you keep going.
We do, and that's what we pretty much had our solid 5 there, those 5 starters, but we had no idea where we were going to go after that. So I told our JV guys, so we're going to be watching that JV game, and whoever plays good in that JV game is going to get that first call. And I had an idea that some of them were going to get some opportunities. So just relax and take advantage of your opportunities. I thought Cody Morrison played well while he was in there. Keith, he needed that. That was a good game for Keith Stewart. I think he ended up with 8 points. Ty Thomas I think he's getting to the point where I can spell Robbie a little bit. He's improved about as much as any player that I've had in a long time, as far as just his fundamentals in the post. I thought it was a very cohesive group out there, and I think everybody was on the same page. Win or lose, if I see their attitudes are good like that and they're all pulling for one another, I'll be satisfied as it comes.
Yeah, I mean, those five, played almost every minute last year along with Will last year, and so they've been through this. They know what they got to do.
We just need some of those other guys. Of course, Pinata goes to the doctor Friday. We're hoping to get some good news. I mean, he deserves some good news, so maybe we can work him in there a few minutes at a time, and maybe by tournament time he'll be full-fledged, and I think we'll be fine. I just want everybody on the same page.
Yeah.
Everybody on the same page. And practice yesterday was great. Probably one of the best we've had all year. We just need to keep building on it.
Yeah, and Parker and Eli played a lot in the last couple of years, and they just keep getting more confident.
I trust those. I trust those guys. I mean, they're very team oriented, and it's team first, and that's the way I want all of them. I think right now, Jalen, I thought he did an excellent job running the team. I love truthfully with him running the point when he gets hot. I don't mind. When he gets hot, he gets across midcourt, I'm saying pull that trigger. I just feel good every time he goes up to shoot from the perimeter when he's feeling good.
Right, one of the sweetest shots we've ever seen around here.
It is. There haven't been too many that I give that much freedom, but I mean that's how much confidence I have in him. And he's driving towards the basket from, I don't care if it's 25 or 30 when he's feeling it. I let him pull that trigger.
All right, what do you guys got the rest of the week?
We got easy day tomorrow. We're not going to do much tomorrow because we play Thursday at home against Montgomery County, and then we go on the road to Henry Clay on Friday. And it's triple header, all three of those. Tonight's game and those next two games. And then JV's playing in the tournament on Saturday at Great Crossing. Our freshman's playing a double hitter at North Laurel. So those two teams haven't got to play much, of course, over the holidays. So they're going to play 5 or 6 games in 1 week. So they're going to catch up real quick.
All right, congratulations, Bridget. All right, well, there you go. And some of those younger kids that Alan mentioned there did get some playing time late. That'll only help them because the brutal schedule that Madison Central plays, they're going to have some of these younger kids contribute a little bit. And so they got a little taste of that tonight. So 6-6 on the season now for Madison Central. And worth noting, Jalen Davis, like I said, one of the sweetest shots we've ever seen around here, just silky smooth, 4 of 7 from three-point range. He was 9 of 13 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Another big performance from that young man. But 6-6, and like Coach said, Thursday at home against Montgomery County. After their trip to Florida for Christmas, Madison Southern girls were back at home for a rare 4:30 Tuesday afternoon game. There was no school today, so you did a JV game at 3, a varsity game at 4:30, and it was Madison Southern picking up a 56-49 win. Jumped out to a 19-12 lead, but Campbell County came all the way back and took a 3-point lead early in the fourth quarter. But down the stretch, it was just who you would expect. Hadley French, 19 points. A lot of those in the fourth quarter as Southern regained the lead and pulled away for the victory. Let's see who else here. Bella Mobberly, 8 points on 6 of 6 shooting from the free throw line. Lacey Sandlin, 8 points. Ashlyn Eastep, I almost said Reese, but Ashlyn Eastep was 7 points. And then Tara Wooten with 5 points. Jada Carter, 4 points. Jada Carter, 3 points. Megan Corral, 4 points. As they go to 9-6 on the season. And afterwards, we got a chance to talk to Coach Josh Curtis and Hadley French wearing those funky shoes. And you'll hear about that in a second. We're here at Madison Southern High School, where the Lady Eagles have picked up a win over Campbell County on their first game back from their trip to Florida. Coach Josh Curtis, Hadley French. Coach, you find yourself down by 3 points there at the beginning of the fourth quarter. You led for most of the first half, but the kids rallied, and this young lady came up with a bunch of big baskets there at the end.
Yeah, we were talking in the locker room just now. Hadley's been hurt and didn't play for a few games, and she was, finding her shot, finding a lot of different things, just getting back in game shape. And today looked like the old 20. And, it couldn't have come at a bigger, better time. In that stretch in the fourth quarter, she missed a shot, and we were all surprised that she missed it. She was just in a zone that she can get in, and when she does that, she's one of the best shooters around. So, she had some big shots, and, I was glad to see that because the last couple of weeks we've been getting beat up and out-toughed and out-physicaled, and today they had to dig down deep and play against a good, scrappy team that just fought you to the end. And lucky for us, we made tough plays where we had to dig out rebounds and get stops and make free throws. And, credit to the girls, they made all of those plays that we've been trying to get them to in a much-needed win.
Yeah, you've been battling, was it an ankle injury? Is that what it was?
Yes.
And you tried to play the first game in Florida. You really couldn't go. The second game you played really well, though, and you played the third one as well. So kind of getting back in the groove, huh?
Yeah. Well, obviously we haven't had much practice lately, so we've had a struggle last week, and but we came back yesterday, had a practice, and overall played very well today.
Yeah, like I said, I think it was 17-12 after the first quarter. You guys played pretty well, and then the offense just kind of sputtered a little bit.
Yeah, we keep trying to throw different things at the wall to see what is working. Sometimes we'll come out and score 20, the next quarter we'll come out and score 3 or 4. So we're just continuing to try to come up with different ways to get the ball in our playmakers' hands, and credit to them that they make the plays when they need to.
Your heart's got to go out to Tara. I mean, she's got her nose busted 2 or 3 times this year, and now she turned her ankle tonight, and she still made a big 3 there in the fourth.
That's what we were saying in there. I hate that she got injured, but she played great defensively, taking care of the ball, and then that big 3 that broke the game open.
Yeah. Hadley, I've been waiting to interview all year because we want to know about the shoes. What's with the different color shoes? What's the story there?
Well, I've had a lot of comments about those.
She likes Christmas.
Yeah, I like Christmas, but I just want to stand out.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, you do that with your play as well. So congratulations. We'll see you guys back at Saturday. Is in the next one?
Saturday at Lincoln County playing Danville Christian.
All right. We'll see you then. Thank you.
Thank you.
9-6 on the season now for the Lady Eagles, and like you said, Saturday versus Danville Christian over in an event over at Lincoln County. And I have to feel bad for Tara Wooten. She was wearing a mask. She'd broken her nose earlier in the season. She went down to Florida to play in those games and got hit in the face a couple of more times. So she was wearing the mask, and then late in the game there, she turned her ankle. Hopefully it's not too bad. She was in a lot of pain, but hopefully it was just a little bit of a turned ankle. But so that's what we had down in Berea. Now the Madison Southern boys were back from Florida as well. Their first game back, they were at East Jessamine tonight, and this one was a high-scoring affair, and it was the Eagles. And this is Hugh Davis sent me the stats, and he sent me a little note, and he said they missed 2 free throws with less than a minute left, and they finished with 99 points. 99-84 win over East Jessamine. They came that close to having the century mark, but just came up a little bit short. And listen to some of these numbers. What a great game, just all around for everybody. But I'm going to go through the whole list here. Brett Ursuline, the Mountain, as they call him, 25 points, 9 rebounds. He was 10 for 10 from the field, didn't miss a shot. Braden Hudson almost had a triple-double, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Jay Rose, 19 points. Ashton Hazelwood was 4 for 4 from three-point range and finished with 12 points. Avery Davidson was 2 for 3 from three-point range, 11 points and 8 rebounds. Zach Hudson had 9 points and 5 rebounds. And Kaysen Nabi had 3 points and 11 assists. In the third quarter, Madison Southern was 13 of 14 from the field. For the game, they shot 57%, 11 of 21 from three-point range, 18 of 28 from the free throw line, and had 29 assists on 35 made field goals. 9-5 on the season now for the Eagles, back in action Friday night over at Model. And speaking of Model, it was the Patriots heading up to Lexington tonight to take on the Christian Educational Consortium, and they were handed a 65-51 loss. They fall to 5-7 on the season, third straight loss for them. It was Keshaw Bondari, 13 points, Cale Vickers, 11 points, Dylan Crockett, 8 points, Leighton Coleman, 6 points, Riley Millette and Ty Balzer, 4 points each. And, of course, 7 of 18 from the free throw line for Model as they slip to 5-7 on the season, and back in action Friday at home against Madison Southern, as we just said. Model's girls were also on the road tonight. They suffered a 48-32 loss to Robertson County. I don't have any stats on this game yet. When I do here in a minute, I'll put them up on social media. But 4-3 on the season for the Patriots, and they return to action Thursday at home against Wolfe County. Berea College men's and women's basketball teams both in action on Tuesday night. The women were at home, and they rolled to a 74-33 win over Agnes Scott. That moves them to 3-0 in the Collegiate Conference of the South and 11-1 overall. Pretty just dominant performance against, quite honestly, one of the worst teams in the CCS. So 0-13 on the season now for Agnes Scott. Leah Hampton, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals. Madison Howell, the Berea community graduate, 12 points and 4 rebounds. Drea Satori, 11 points. Dalen Spalding, 10 points. Jaden Merriweather, 7 points. Linkala James, 6 points. 41.5% shooting from the field for Berea. 4 of 20 from the three-point range. 16 of 21 from the free throw line. They forced 27 turnovers, which turned into 33 points, and they had 34 points in the paint. And they will return to action Friday night at home against Belhaven, another CCS opponent. And the Berea College men were on the road. It's their first game in almost 2 weeks. And they had a heck of a second half as they pulled away for a 100-70 win over Campbellsville University. Harrisburg scored 57 points in the second half and shot 73% from the field in the second half. Trey Mentor, 33 points on 12 of 18 shooting, 4 assists. Isaac Cottle, 18 points, 16 rebounds. Bryce Riley, 15 points. Jarrell Montgomery, 13 points, 4 assists. Andrew Jones, 8 points. And Jalen Black, 6 points. 8 and 5 on the season now for Berea. And some other stats there. They were 14 of 28 from the three-point line. 7 of 10 in the second half from long distance, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. They forced 16 turnovers, which they converted into 25 points. And the Mountaineers will also be back in action on Friday at home against CCS rival Belhaven. So that's all we got for you. Did you get all that, Randy? You taking notes?
I got it all, Dave. You know why?
7 games is all.
You know why?
Because I got them shoes. I'm wearing them shoes right now. There you go. I swear.
You're the man. You're the king. I get
You just like to stir the pot is all you like to do.
I do.
So,
I like it. I like a good stew. I like a
Stirring the
good stew.
Yeah, well, it was a very interesting night. It was so weird how the schedule worked out that I was able to get to 3 different games.
Yeah, no kidding. You went to all of them.
Local teams all went, so that was awesome. I love that. So I was walking into Madison Central, and one of our dance dads, he said hello to me, and he said, "Man," he said, "don't you ever get tired of this?" And I'm like, "Nope." I've been doing this for 20 years. If I didn't like doing it, I wouldn't do it. So it's a lot. It's a lot of fun. So who's watching? Anybody watching?
Let me see who's watching. Oh, we got.
I have to remind you every
Terry
time.
McKeehan, Robin Moore, Eric Davidson, Rebecca Crockett, Deanna Lokai, Croucher, London Evans. Yeah, thanks for watching.
See, people do watch the silly show.
Yeah,
See, somebody
watches it. Of course, everybody watches it. It's the only one. It's only live sports show in Kentucky
That's what you put on the thing every time. So.
on Facebook. That's right.
Yeah.
And YouTube.
All right.
And
We don't have anything tomorrow night on the schedule, so we will look ahead to the next EKU matchups. We'll give you some sort of show. I'll come up with something to talk about.
Yeah,
I was babble about
for sports.
Yeah, EKU will be back in action Thursday in their next conference game. So we'll look ahead to that. Maybe talk about some other things as well or whatever. So,
Okay.
but it's
Good
it's good to be back out there tonight, back in the flow, and
deal.
good to have interviews. I love doing the interviews, and I know it's cool to talk to people. And
Hey, Terry McKeon says, "Great job, guys. Thanks.
oh well, thank you.
Thanks for watching, Terry."
Yeah, we just
I don't do anything. I just facilitate. I manage the control system. It's all Nathan. It comes out of Nathan's head.
we don't need like 9 people to do this show, so
No, we
just the 2. So
No. Terry McKeon, Southern fan. That's right. Go Eagles.
all right, yeah, that was awesome.
Fantastic.
90. Yeah, they would have made one of those free throws. They would have had 100 points. How about
No
that?
kidding. Isn't that crazy?
Brett Ursland. I mean, I love watching Brett play because he's just a big old guy, and he gets in there and just battles, and I love watching that kid play. But 25 points, 10 of 10 from the field.
Almost
That's
100
awesome.
points. Missed it by.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sets up a big showdown. Like I said, Madison Southern and Model on Friday night. That'll
Madison
be fun.
Southern at Model. Is that correct? Yep. Okay.
That'll be a lot of fun.
We'll be there.
Yeah. That is true.
Oh,
All
Terry McKeon said her grandson plays. Cool.
right. Okay. Awesome.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Well,
I'm sure they see you around all the time.
yeah, I'll be there Friday. Let's see us Friday. So. All right. Well, I was just listening to
What is it? Tell us.
doing everything up. I was listening to some old school, like it's not like all of it's not old, but old school Whitesnake. And so we're going back to the Saints and Sinners album, and this is something called Rock and Roll Angels.
Wow. Terry White Snake.
White Snake? Isn't everything White Snake old school at this point?
Pretty much, yeah. Everything is old school, right?
Older school. Older school.
Terry says yes.
Well, there you go.
All right.
All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Be good. Take care.
Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Adams Buick GMC. Sid says sell 'em. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber. Madison County Emergency Management. And KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media.